Hi there everyone, my name is Alex. I'm a personal trainer and nutrition coach, and today I'm going to talk about a topic that many people always struggle with, which is how to build your abs. So first and foremost, we have to look around some points, okay? Abs are not made as 90% probably of the people will try to build, okay? Doesn't matter how many sit-ups you do, doesn't matter how many hours of cardio you do. One thing needs to be done first: be in a caloric deficit. For some that are watching this, it's no surprise, but for many people, they think just by working out will allow them to get your abs visible, but that is not true. The truth is you need to be in caloric deficit so you get rid of the fat that is covering your abs and they are able to appear. So the first thing, you have to understand how many calories you burn in your resting metabolic rate. So it's simple, the calories that your body uses just for normal functions, okay? So after you know that, you have to see how many calories you spend throughout the day, okay? Like by your normal activity, go to work, the gym, and if you do the cardio, okay? But the thing is, like, you really need to be at least 200-300 calories in deficit, because if you just consume the same that you are burning it, that means you're just maintaining. So okay, so maintenance means you're just like the same all the time, basically won't change. The only way that would change is if you keep those calories but your muscle keeps growing, which means your resting metabolic rate will increase due to your lean muscle tissue increase. So that's a different thing. But if you really want to build a six-pack or make it visible, because build and make it visible, it's different things as well. So the thing is, being in at least a 200-300 caloric deficit will allow you to progressively lose the fat, so you burn out this fat, spending this extra amount of calories, okay? And I'm saying 200-300 because if you start to do crazy diets, you lose some of your lean tissue, okay? Will crash your body, because your body will think like, oh, I'm starting, so I have to slow down, okay? So you basically invert a bit of the situation you are to begin with, and being so aggressive, you'll kind of be in a survival mode, okay? Which is something that you don't want. You want to be the more anabolic as possible, so that allows you to build muscle in a way, okay, not just lose the fat. And now looking at the workout, so the workout, what we'll do will not make your abs visible, but will help you to increase their mass, basically create the tone. So when you are, like, for example, in a lower body fat, it will becomes more visible. The difference is if you have them built when you are in a higher body fat, it's still visible, not like obese or overweight, of course, but if you notice, big bodybuilders, even if they are in higher body fat levels, will be more noticeable their abs. Why? Because they have more build of their abs. So that's the thing. When you work your abs, you build them and create these deeper cuts in your insertions, etc. But keep in mind, everyone will look different in certain body fats. Not everyone looks the same, okay? When you work out, in order for you to build them, you have to do hypertrophy workout. So you create the blood pooling there and will create hypertrophy, so allow them to get bigger and deeper cuts, etc. That doesn't mean they will get bulky, okay? You won't get bulky abs. All that happens will depend on your genetics, okay? And don't think because you work a lot of your obliques, you will get a wide waist or something, okay? That doesn't happen. That is simply a myth. You get your abs or appearance of your muscles depending on your genetics in the end of the day, okay? Some people with deeper cuts will look better at certain levels of body fat than others because of the insertions, etc. Not everyone have the same kind of cuts, so by that you can't be comparing yourself to others, okay? So that's something you have to pay attention, look to yourself, see how you respond and everything. So everyone have a different appearance, okay, in certain levels of body fat. Now, can you spot reduce? No. It doesn't matter if you work a lot on biceps, your chest, your back, your abs, you can't spot reduce, okay? You will lose the body fat in certain areas depending on your genetic, okay? everyone accumulates their body fat in different places, some more in their legs, some more in upper body. So like women usually it's like lower glutes. Sex and genetics will play it different for everyone, so don't compare yourself, okay? Don't think just because you do lots of setups you will get it more. Just keep it simple, do your diet, do your workout, and things will happen, okay? There's no way if you do diet and the workout, the abs will appear. But now there's another factors, okay? Talking about the lifestyle. The lifestyle will play a role as well, because if you drink alcohol, sugars, carbs, the water retention in question, the sodium, so you have to pay attention to the salt you eat, the carbs you eat, the alcohol that you drink, the sugars. But sugars, it's not the worst, depends unless you are doing like a crazy amount, okay? But still like not good for you more in terms of health than it will be for your abs in the end of the day. But everything plays out. These kind of the manipulations of the things. So looking for the carbs, why the carbs may be influenced, will be influenced for your appearance. Why? Because carbs hold water, so too much water retention will make it more blocky and won't be as visible probably as you want. Depends how much your genetic holds water as well, because this is a factor that will depend from person to person. Some people holds more intracellular water, or others extra, which is like outside. So everything is different, and salt and sodium in general will hold as well. So what do? You reduce this. You can do low carb days and high carb days, depends what you prefer. Some do like cut it for a while, for like a week and so on. You have to see what fits better for you, depends the look that you want to have, okay? Because it's not just the body fat that's reduced, but the water retention will play in terms of appearance, okay? If you go for a photo shoot, usually they cut the water as well, but so you will think that if I don't drink water then I don't hold water. Well, it's not exactly like that, because when you drink less water than you actually need, what happens, your body go in survival mode. So basically inside you are like a camel. You will hold the water in order to survive, okay? So don't think that by drinking less water will be better for you. It's the opposite way. The more water you drink, the more diuretic your body becomes. Basically, the ideal is 50 mils multiply by kilogram. So you just multiply the 50 mils by your weight in kilos, and you will know how much water you should be drinking daily, okay? In order to be completely healthy. If you can't drink that much water, you can multiply it by 40 mils as well. Will be 40 to 50 mils, depends like how much you are able to drink, because usually in the winter we are not able or don't have that much thirst to drink so much water, because we don't sweat as much as well. The salt, you can cut it as well, depends how many carbs you eat, to reduce a bit of your water retention. You can just eat the salt from the foods that the food have, so that you don't really control. And about the water, you can drink distillate water if you want, because you won't have minerals and sodium, but don't do that unless you really need to, okay? It's not that advisable. That's just like, for example, if you go for a photo shoot, for example, if happens, you never know. So this is the manipulation things that you can do in terms of the carbs and the sodium. Okay, now why I mentioned alcohol. Well, alcohol has 7 calories per gram, okay? So usually people don't really know how much alcohol they consume during the night, okay? If you want to build muscle and you want to keep in shape, don't do it that often, because that will cut your anabolic state. When you consume alcohol as well, what happens inside, and the reason for you to get drunk is, if you drink a lot of alcohol, okay, you will stop metabolizing the carbs and the fats, okay? And then your body will start metabolizing the alcohol as your source of energy. That's why you get drunk, okay? Because the source is not the best. And then if you keep long nights drinking, what happened like will be all this time using just alcohol in your body, and these carbs and fats will just convert into fat in the end of the day in your body. And then you lose your anabolic state, which is not beneficial for you to be in shape and to build muscle. So you have to keep that in mind. You can't be drinking like every time like crazy and want to build a shape. That won't work, okay? So there's something you have to keep in mind. It's not simply that you can go party and it's fine, okay? So avoid that as well. Does that mean you can't drink a beer like once in a while? Yeah, that's fine, because it's a bit, okay? It's okay as long as you keep the track of your calories in the end of the day. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like down below, leave a comment, go check the socials. If you want to book a free call, just go to the link in the description, okay? I'll leave it there all the time. If you want to join my Discord group, you can just go in the link down below. I'll leave the invitation there. You can make me questions personally. It's an idea. It's like for everyone's like get along and share their opinions and get some of my response as well to your questions, and everyone is free to comment whatever they want. Subscribe for more, and I hope you enjoy it and take something from it, and I see you in the next one.